All right, what's up, everybody? It's Mark Parson, Cornerback Pro. All right, so it's student of the game time, baby. Um, Very important, very important. I need you guys to be student of the game. You got to be a student of the game. So what does that mean? That means you know the ins and out of the game, of your craft, of your position. You need to know the history. You need to know the ones that came before you. You need to see if you can pick up different traits that they had so you can add to your game. You know, increase your football IQ. Study. You should be studying, like, if this is your dream, this is your goal, to get that free education, to get that pro contract, man, at least 2 hours a day of study, looking up different guys. All right, so that's what I used to do. I was doing it as a kid. I was doing it as a kid, man. So, and then I improved as I got older, as I got older. So, I want to, student of the game session, we're going to talk about one of my cornerbacks that was older than me, who I looked up to, and I watched tons of film on him. Was Al Harris. So I'm gonna let this rock. This video, it's not that great a quality video, but just hear me out. So Al Harris, man, this dude, he played with Seawood in Green Bay. Charles Woodson, one of the best DBs, if not the best DB ever. If you really look into it, I think he may be. But we're not. It's not about Charles Woodson. It's about Al Harris. So Al Harris, yo, this dude played with a certain type of attitude, okay? He played with a viciousness, man, that I love as a defensive back, as a defensive player. Some of you younger guys, I see a couple guys, say certain hits are dirty. It's like, what? They may get flagged, but it's not dirty. As long as you keep, it's within the whistle and you keep your head up and stuff, it's not dirty if it got, But the rules are changing, so we got to be mindful. But, man, you're supposed to be mean out there in the field. And this is how Al Harris played. He played a lot of press man. Now, I got a question earlier in my emails. One guy was asking me, he said, hey, coach, when I soft shoe, shout out to you, man. I told you I was going to make a video about it, and I'll show it to you. I'll make a demonstration. He asked me, he said, coach, on the soft shoe, is it okay if I false step? So a false step is when you, like, basically, when the ball snaps or when the receiver goes, you kind of take, let's say you're going to false step off your inside foot or your outside foot. It doesn't matter, whatever's most comfortable for you. You basically take a step forward to balance yourself out. Okay? So it's like boom, and then you get back to balance. Here's the thing. And here's the thing. A lot of coaches aren't going to tell you this because a lot of those guys never played that position, which is okay. You can still understand scheme, and it's up to you to know your technique anyways. That's why I offer it to you in my one-on-ones master. You need to know the techniques. The coaches always they're not going to really teach you that. You know what I mean? That's not their really, I guess it is their job, but that's not usually their focus. Their focus is making sure you have something on your tool belt and then teaching you the scheme of and how to play as a, cohesive unit. It's my job to get you the techniques, at the end of the day, you know what I mean? As your mentor and helping you guys out. And that's what I'm going to do. So they don't really understand. It's like, yo, coach, this is kind of an anti-position, and the goal is to stay patient, but you gotta be comfortable. So when we take a little false step, which I will demonstrate in another video, it's okay as long as everything comes back to balance. You know what I mean? Now, if you're in a back pedal, let's say you're off man or off in zone, and you're taking a false step, there's no need for that. So you don't, put more weight on your front foot so you can just push off. But in press man, in a soft shoe, or a step back, you can take a false step. You can take a false step, meaning you step forward to push off of that foot. Just a slight one. Nothing crazy. At least you know what you're doing with your feet. You're not jump splitting, right? So basically, I used to do it, man. And I'm going to tell you something about Al Harris. Al Harris, I feel like Al Harris pressed like almost at least 95% of the plays he played in the NFL. He played for 12 years. He went to a Pro Bowl. He did it every single play. He false stepped every single play. Now, obviously, you're not going to be necessarily 100% usually in the technique. So we always preach stay square, make sure your eyes are right, make sure your feet are right, make sure your feet are right, and make sure your hands are good. But he didn't do it, 100% good every single. But he was one of the best. I will tell you that. He guarded some of the best receivers ever, in like Ocho Cinco, and we talking about man press all game. Can you imagine guarding Ocho Cinco man press all game? He did it. He did it with the best of them. So I just want to, this is the type of guy you want to study. This is the type of guy, if you're a cornerback out there, watch how he played the game. And I'm gonna show you something. I'm gonna show you something. Here's the thing. Look up Al Harris now. All right, that's him and Charles Woodson. Look up Al Harris now and what he's doing. Al Harris is the secondary coach, the cornerbacks coach of the Kansas City Chiefs right now. Now who is he? Who do he have on his squad? Yup, yeah, Marcus Peters. Now Marcus Peters going to the Rams. But when I mean attitude, look up Al Harris and you'll see what I'm talking about. So when you see Marcus Peters, not saying that Marcus Peters won't like that. He's probably like that before. That's his mentality. But I'm just saying, usually type of mentalities, they mesh well. They blend well with the coaches with that same type of hard-nosed mentality. And that's how he plays is how Marcus Peters plays. They play hard. They play hard-nosed football, which is it's supposed to be that way anyways. It's supposed to play like that. But be a student of the game, man. Research these guys. I used to watch countless cut-ups of him. I would watch cut-ups of him guard, and that's when I noticed I was like, man, because I was uncomfortable sometimes in my press. Because I was like, okay, all right, I kind of feel I feel unbalanced because do I have more weight on my right foot, my left foot? What? You know what I mean? Or all of that stuff, and I don't want to raise up. I don't want to be on my heels. So I watched this guy, and I was like, man, he's false stepping every single rep. And you know what? It's okay. In a perfect world, you don't want to have to, but man, whatever you need to do to create balance for yourself, do it. As long as you always get back to balance, you'll be okay. And I'm talking about with your feet. Okay? So that's the student of the game video for today. Again, today is Easter Sunday, 2018, April 1st. So what I'm doing is I'm including a one-time deal for you guys. I'm including a 350-page NFL. This is one-time deal. NFL strength and conditioning booklet package with my training program, so you can know how to improve your skills and know what the pros do. All right. So email me at cornerbackpro@gmail.com. This is a one-day thing. It's one day. And then if you already got my programs previously, just email me so I know who to send it to, because it's only one day. I'm only doing this one day, all right? So I'll send that tonight. I'll send that to all my guys who already got the program, but you got to email me. You know what I mean? You got to email me, and I'll include you in there. But if you haven't, today's to do it. Make it happen, all right? Be a student of the game. Football IQ. Watch the greats before you. Know the history of football. Know the history. It's going to help you out a lot in your understanding, because when you understand a lot, you're going to move faster because your confidence is going to grow. Confidence is key. Supreme confidence is the key. All right, guys. Peace.